poquito.
And the goal is to bring you your next favorite band.
Sweet, that intro is my new favorite band. That's phenomenal. I'm so excited to be on.
Yeah. I heard a rumor that you might be able to play that song live today.
You heard correctly. Yes.
Excellent. So,
good enough for rock.
I don't know when I rock out here on your next favorite band and show.
and listen, it's going to be everybody's favorite band.
Phil, you weren't supposed to make me get all... God almighty,
But this
Phil.
is why we do it.
Like, seriously. I gotta gather myself. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Welcome to your next favorite band. That's both the show title and our promise to you. We here at Stereophilia Studio are tireless in our pursuit of finding incredible, genre-defiant artists who are either a hot up-and-coming band or a group that has been delivering for years but have flown under the radar.
Day 8 of the 2026 Musikfest daily live streams from Godfrey Daniels. Today, our guests are ArtsQuest CEO Kassie Hilgert and the band Koyal.
Each month, we will bring you live streams, audio podcasts, and perhaps even a live concert where you can listen to the stories and hear the music of artists personally curated by us based on what we feel will be worthy of your time. Be sure to subscribe and tune in to each episode because the possibilities are endless and you never know who will be your next favorite band.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Philip Reese, joined today by special co-host
Alicia.
and
Cassie.
and you are listening to
Your next favorite band. Your next favorite band.
Yes! With authority.
Hey, baby.
Woo! Yes, we
Good
are.
energy.
Yes,
These two.
that's right. Yeah, so I actually wore my KISS shirt because we had Cassie with a K and Koyal with a K, so I went with a K. And
That was a band, like, back in the 70s.
Oh my God, how young do you think I am?
Just saying.
I'm 44.
you are drinking
Wow.
a juice box. Today's episode brought to you by
I've got my
Lucky
tightening
Dog.
cream on today, that's why.
Love that.
That's definitely in several years of coming to Musikfest. My very first sake during Musikfest. I have not breached that hill before.
I feel it's a missed opportunity.
I
It's
think
something
you've
you're gonna
got
see
something
next year.
there. I
We're
think
going to have
you've
an
got
official
something
sake vendor next year.
think
You
we
watch,
should,
Phil.
yeah.
That's
Yes,
going to be all
and
you.
more sponsors. Actually, that's a great transition to the first topic I wanted to talk about. You know what I like about as much? So Musikfest's way up there. A bunch of other things. What I love is a very long played, like, joke. Like some, like, you know, like there's just certain things out there that took like a super long fuse you didn't know, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, they got me. So, I don't know if you remember this, but 2 years ago, actually on day 8 of 2024, we had a conversation where I made a I had went to the ArtsQuest suggestion box. You were sitting right here, and I said two things. I basically spoke to the lack of Platz branding on the Main Street stage and the one that's the smaller stage in front of the ArtsQuest building, and how long it was. But here's the clip so we can remind everybody. Here's what we shared 2 years ago. We're going to jump to Mr. No Name. Oh, actually, this is... I want to put in like a ArtsQuest suggestion box.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see here again, they're on the Main Street stage.
Yep.
Can we Platz this up? Can we put out like a renaming, a rebranding? It's just Main Street stage. It seems kind of boring. Like, let's just come, like you did with Zinsenplatz. You kind of put it to the community for a naming thing.
It's a very fair point.
Like, it's just called Main Street stage. Some people even get confused when you're like, you know, where are they playing? Main Street. Okay, but where? And it's like, no, Main Street.
Because you've got Hotel Bethlehem Platz down at
Right,
the end.
and they
this is the
know
top
Main
part.
Street's the street.
Yeah.
So there's like a confusing thing there.
Fairly astute.
Right, and then I would also like to Platz this word salad up. It's like the Highmark Blue Shield Community Town Center I mean, it's just call it Quest Platz at this point.
Oh, those are our sponsors and our partners, Phil. That's what keeps.
Well, you can
music
still
free.
call it Highmark Blue
Yeah.
Shield Quest Platz. Like, I'm just saying, it still can be
Quest Platz.
like Because you
Platz
have
for sure.
you have the sponsors in front of Zinsenplatz. You have the sponsors in front of Stadplatz.
Quinzos.
Right,
yeah.
but it's just like I'm not
Yeah.
trying to piss off sponsors. I more mean like I love the Platz branding.
And we've heard from the community and the public and even our music arts committee, which is staff and volunteers that picked that.
Yep.
It's been great to rename that. So I love your idea for Main Street, and next year you may be looking at a different name.
Nice suggestion input. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend sponsors. I just more meant like it's the longest named stage ever, and nowhere does it say Platz or anything.
They're all doing all right, and you said all their names, which is all they ever
That's
want.
true.
So,
And like I said,
Mark.
they
You
can
said
stay.
AirPods.
Like, it's the PNC Stadplatz. But if someone
Right.
says, where are you headed? You just say Stadplatz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just think Main Street
I like
is
that.
asking for that.
We can keep Highmark and just make it a Platz instead of a community station. Sure.
So 2 chances to see
Later,
Mr. No Name, same stage. I love that you do this. It was a brilliant design. So this stage that has too long a name. It's the smaller stage across the lawn from the Levitt Pavilion.
It's a Highmark community stage at the Air Products Town Square. That's what it is.
Fair enough. Highmark
Community stage.
Community. Well,
At the
even
Air
it's
Products Town Square.
Highmark Blue Shield Community
Stage. At Air
Town
Products
Center.
Town Square.
See, that's a lot.
See,
Word salad.
It
But
just rolled off my tongue.
all right, I will work on it. I'll be much better next year. So you can see there, you were.
Was that your most watched episode?
It was. It's up there. But as you can see, I can tell there that I was making you upset about.
Oh, gosh.
No. But
I
so
know.
I think the long play, like what you did, is that you waited to see if the last year did I work on it. I didn't, and you decided to punish me. Because what did you do, Kassie? We took the Main Street stage and called it the Institute for Moravian History and World Heritage and Moravian Church Settlements Main Street.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, we did. Get it.
Oh my God!
If you ask, we deliver.
So that's what I mean. You long played this beautifully.
But you know what the beauty of that behind the scenes that people may not know about?
No, right? I know this is lovely.
So 2 years ago, the north side of Bethlehem was designated at the time the most recent UNESCO World Heritage Site in the United States.
Yeah.
And it is the Essential Moravian Church. It is God's acre. And one of the reasons we started Musikfest back in 1984 and why you see stages around the north side in the colonial industrial quarter was to walk you around to see the history of Bethlehem.
yeah.
So that is a culmination of the UNESCO site
Yes.
after 43 years, and we found the tightest name to call that Main Street, and you see it now.
So to kind of further emphasize the point.
Yep.
If I go to the Musikfest page, so here we are, and we go to the lineup. So let me start sharing now. Let me share this lineup page. And so one of the things you can do, which is, again, this is actually also a promo for how awesome the website is. You can come down here, and then this is the entire schedule for all the days. And you can filter it by, you can either just do a search, you can do it by a category, you can pick the day, or you can pick which venue you want, and look at that bad
That's
boy.
the shortest one right there. Telling you.
Wow. Okay. No, I know it had nothing to do with me. When I saw that in the search, because normally it's only just been called Main Street State.
Correct.
And so I went in there and I was just like, wait, what happened?
Well, again, to be nerdy, Moravian
yeah.
University started a whole institute once we got UNESCO, and they hired one of the leading experts
Yeah.
in the world on Moravian culture and history to come
Yep.
over and run that. And she is bought in. I mean, this woman is like, when she talks to me, I'm like, I don't get it. You're smart, and I'm not.
Right.
Sure, Musikfest, beer, corn, and porta-johns. But she's so versed on Moravian history, and she was kind of taken aback just coming to this community that, wow, this festival is built around getting people to see the history.
Yes.
People may not know that we have the largest collection of 18th century Germanic architecture in the United States.
Wow. I didn't know that tidbit. That's
going
fantastic.
to be next year's Platz name.
Yeah. Keep making it longer. I do try to honor and celebrate the heritage that's here in the show. I often tell people, in fact, we should let Koyal know that the Zinsenplatz stage they're on is
Named after Benigna von Zinzendorf, who was the daughter of the founder, and she was the one who started Moravian University, and that was the first school to educate women in the United States. It's just that Zinsenplatz sounded better than Benigna Platz.
Yes. And I think, too, like, there is an effort made. It can't be done for every booking, but there is an effort made to put female-fronted bands
Absolutely. So
on that
that
stage.
was specifically around the lack of women representation in the music industry.
Yeah.
Just like Plaza Tropical was started in the early 90s because the demographics in this valley were changing, especially in Bethlehem. We wanted to let people know that this is a place. If our mission is to increase access to the arts for all, there is a place for you in this festival anywhere.
Yeah.
So that's how we got to Zins and Platz.
Love it. And I definitely noticed
Yes.
an amplification this year of more Latin music on the free stages.
Absolutely.
There's always been that dedication to it on the paid stage, which is wonderful. And then we were talking about it at the Exordium, that how much the women are just kicking ass this year. Like, it's very often that it's my pick of the day or whatever, and it's not some sort of, intentional, equitable thing, which I would love to be doing that anyway. But it's the choice just naturally is that, and it's
Well, I'm
the
sure Patrick
lineup
told
is
you,
wonderful this
we
year
had
from that
over
regard.
2,000 submissions for 500 spots on the free stages.
Right,
So
right.
those spots are chosen by volunteers in the Music Arts Committee and staff. So you have to have cred to get there, and it's not a given. So that representation and those percentages are reflective of the talent that's out
Correct.
there.
Absolutely true. So in speaking of the talent, so thank you for
Yes.
letting me have some fun with that. It's when I had the memory of that, I was like, I'm going to go back and edit
It's better
that
than when I
together.
was crying on your show, so I appreciate you doing that.
When were you crying on the show?
A couple of years
That
ago,
opening.
he had me in the last day. I was exhausted.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in his house, and he's giving me some salty memory, and I'm just crying like an idiot.
Yeah, I was showing
Good
like
tears,
this
good
example
tears.
of
You
this
weren't
just
sick of him, yeah.
young rock and roller who
Yes.
was just ripping on
Yes.
like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, and it's just a testament. I always say this: it's a testament just how emotionally connected to this organization Kassie is. That it brought her to tears the watching that band perform their ass off, and because that's what this festival means to a young musician. It's just like 1.4 million people last year.
Correct.
And what did you say? Like an $80-some
In
million
the town,
economic
the whole
impact.
time?
Yeah.
$122 million economic impact last
122,
year
holy smokes.
over 11 days. So some of our food vendors will make 20% of their annual revenue in 10 or 11 days. That's, again, why we do this. It's the
That's
artists who
amazing.
bring
Yeah.
it in. That's the lead. But then it's to support all the businesses
Yeah.
around here. And if we
Yeah.
can lift that up, that works all the way around.
Absolutely. No, it's great. It is great. Just we're going to pivot here. We'll come back to yours, like some more ArtsQuest things in a second, but I wanted to kind of share the picks of the Platz for today. Fave of the day, Koyal. They're here. We get to talk to them in a minute. They're going to
Absolutely.
perform live today.
Traveling
I had
across
the honor of interviewing them earlier. This is only the first year ever and the third time during this 10-day festival that a band was on my show and making their Musikfest debut.
No kidding.
Yeah, first time that ever happened.
Okay.
Because normally, actually, it was born out of Musikfest, so I was normally finding somebody at the festival and bringing them on the show, and that happened. And then this particular year, I just had happened to bring on some people, and I was like, you should submit for the festival, and here they are.
That's awesome.
Local greats, Roi and the Secret People, Chasing Daylight. They were both, and Atlassian, the last one. So a bunch of local bands that just completely rock are all out
We did
there.
Roi and the Secret People last year.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
Circus Hearts, Philly-based band. They're tremendous. And Palmyra, which is definitely one that I've been chasing. I have not seen them play live, and I can't wait to catch them today. We're going to play some examples of each, and we'll talk about the days and the stages and times that they're performing. But I kind of wanted to just rip through that. So let's start at the top. Let's start with the fave of the day. It is Koyal, and we're going to play this particular song. Has just such a cool aesthetic, both sonically and the video is so kick-ass. So
I haven't heard any of this yet.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Here you go.
I didn't listen to anything before this.
No, and listen, that's what Musikfest is beautiful that way.
I know,
like
yeah,
it's the
yeah.
kind of thing where you don't need to. You're just going to go down and have a great time. So here is Koyal's track called Gasoline.
Right away.
Can't think you shut me out when you think you're going now.
this. It makes me smile. It's so great. What do you think?
Where did you guys film this? Number one, amazing. Number two, I can see why you wanted your electric drum, or the
Yeah. Wallace, the drummer, was trying to get
Yeah.
a basically a drum machine working
drum
for,
pad,
for
yeah.
when they perform.
Oh my God.
We filmed it right outside the Mojave Desert.
What is that?
So outside the Mojave Desert.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I love the parts too where like obviously they added, multiple layers of vocals and she splits into like 5. Like it's just
Well, you hit that high note right away.
Yep.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like so high. It's so good. Man, that's incredible. You're an amazing drummer. What are you playing? Guitar and bass?
yeah.
Guitar? Yeah. Who's on the bass? Who has like the machine? You're on bass. Okay, but you're just doing vocals in this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys are so good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting
Didn't see that one
indie
coming.
band out of this. Yeah, this is-
Bass on this track was performed in the studio by the bassist of Loud and the Humble.
No way.
Yeah. A Philly band.
Yeah.
That's-
Philly band, yeah.
So yeah, what Noah was sharing was the bass on this particular track is the bassist from Mo Lauda and the Humble.
Oh man, you guys are incredible. I wasn't expecting that. I'm so glad I didn't listen until now. You got my natural
Right?
reaction.
Yeah,
Wow.
totally there.
Kudos.
What do you think of Koyal?
Fantastic.
Right?
This is amazing.
So they are on Zins and Platz from 7 to 8:30 today. So
I'm a runner and I would run to this.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh,
as
yeah.
soon
Right?
as that, like, what is it, like 160 something beat, something like that. It's like around 160. Yeah.
Wallace could probably tell you.
Yeah. Amazing.
So you can do it like
What is
that.
it?
135. Yeah.
135. Okay, so if you speed it up, you could. It's at 130.
And
Make one for you at 160.
and tons of bangers on their whole catalog. So like it's just a great get for you all to be able to have them on the
Absolutely.
stage. So then we kind of do the rest of it chronologically. So the early one we have is Roi and the Secret People. This particular song is Dog Street. It's actually about being trying to be a musician in New York City and being homeless because you don't make enough money. And and then Mike is one of the most electrifying frontmen you'll ever see. And actually, I captured this 2 years ago. It might have been even after we chatted. Because this is just, I always kind of try and get people to want to follow us on like Instagram and stuff. So this is the type of content that I would be sharing out there during the week if it's a day that you can't get down there. And this is also just, it's on our, Highmark, Blue Shield, Town Square Community Stage.
Just Town Square Stage.
Town Square Stage, got it. Dog Street, great song, and this is going to show you like that stage isn't very high, and it's a great thing for Mike because he just goes right into the audience. You're going to love some of the interactions that he gets there. So here is Mike Roi and the Secret People, Dog Street.
Roll me a bone, baby, put me a shot. Let the nightmares come and don't let them run hot. See you time after the show. I saw you leave me once, you ain't leaving me twice. Got your feathers ruffled, don't let it look nice. Don't let me look nicer. Maybe I'll see you next year.
That's Mike Roi.
Down on Dog Street, there's not much to see. Just some creaking houses with no TV. And these places like these, where the other guy can be. All right now. Call me on love, but don't get mine.
So I don't know if you can see it in the background, and I hope this isn't somewhat
It's not.
right. There was a storm coming. They actually had to talk like about whether they should play one more or not.
Right.
And ultimately the decision was made that they should. But it started to move in, and halfway through the song, they're like, "You got to get off the stage." So Mike started to change the lyrics to, "Everybody head for your car." Like he just started to improv the lyrics to tell people that they were about to shut the festival down in the middle of this song. Like it was just brilliant. But I had stopped recording because I knew I needed to go get
Yeah.
to safety. But I wish I had stuck it out for that because it was utterly. You probably could have clipped it off and used it like anytime something.
Correct.
Yeah. But yeah, this is just rock and roll. Like if anybody thinks rock and roll is dead, go see a Roi and the Secret People show.
Yeah, this is the kind of rock and roll where they use a piccolo snare. There's like two types of rock and roll bands. One uses like a standard snare, then the other standard snare. The other uses like a piccolo. They're using a piccolo. You can hear it. So it's a little more like, it's got a little more
pop
groove
to it. Yeah.
Pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he looks like this group looks like the kind of people that would choose a piccolo snare
Totally.
for a rock band. I say that as a compliment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah. Roi the Secret People have been doing it for years. They've been playing the festival for a number of years in a row, and I always look forward to it because you get a different kind of show from the local who's playing at Musikfest. Like, yes, you can see them the rest of the year, but you sometimes get either a different energy because they're just amped for it, and then they sometimes just work in some unique things. So you just never know what you're going to get, even if it is a local band. So they are just real quick. We said 4:30 to 6 on the Highmark Blue Shield Community Stage. Are we doing much better now?
We're doing great, Phil. You are killing
I want to know when Koyal's playing again.
Okay, I'll remind everybody. 7 to 8:30. Zinsenplatz.
I'll try to be awake for that.
You are
I'm
far too young for that.
Yeah, I'm sure you will be. So we also mentioned another local titan, if you will, Bobby Siegfried, his band Chasing Daylight. I found a video on his YouTube channel that actually is kind of like a montage of his different songs, different setups, and I just thought it was kind of a nice way to check out some of his music. So here is Chasing Daylight, playing today
Don't hesitate. I like calling out to me, wondering every night, ain't quite my style. Oh, you don't have to worry, babe. I see you watching. You come on over.
That's actually the stage he'll be on. That's the later Platz stage.
Okay.
That song makes me feel like I'm on a road trip with my mom, and the felt on the ceiling is coming down a bit. The air conditioner's not
That's
really
fantastic.
quite working.
Is she
You
smoking?
smell the rubber of the road and kind of the heat
Yeah.
of the summer, a little bit of air in your, but you can really just kind of see the fuzz floating around in the sky. That.
Yeah, he's got soul to him.
Yeah, it's like very soul. It's very 80s
Yeah.
soul. Brian
Very-
Adams kind of
Yep.
thing or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Another one, been doing it for years, been on the festival lineup for years. Does a wonderful Coldplay tribute band version as well,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that happens on the last day of the festival, and I love it because it goes back to back with Billy Bauer's Dave Matthews tribute.
Oh, which is always. Yep.
Always amazing, and Bobby's in that band, so it's just
Jumps back
kind
and
of
forth.
that neat stuff that happens.
So they've got 3 keyboards.
Yes. So Chasing Daylight, later Platz, 5 to 6:30. That's the unfortunate part here is the part where Musikfest makes you want to either develop a cloning system or split yourself in two.
I mean, the red stag leader plots, but I don't want to be specific.
Yeah, I think you should. I'm still a work in progress, Kassie. But the next one, this is a band that I discovered this particular year but haven't seen perform, and here they are at Musikfest, Philly-based band, the Circus Hearts, and this is their track called Baby Bye Bye.
Ever since you left, I haven't slept for days. We watch wine, torn and frayed. Living on borrowed time. Take what you want, the guitar's on mine.
To me, it's like
because we had them last year, I feel like Black Crowes in there. Like I'm hearing.
totally. That's
Yep.
exactly it. It's very Black Crowes.
Yep.
So this is one you can actually fit in. If you go to Roi and the Secret People, they're on 4:30 to 6. These people are on 5:30 to 7 in the Musikfest Cafe.
Correct.
So you can just kind of pop upstairs. Maybe in a few moments, you'll also see that Palmyra is in that same exact pocket. So you're able to kind of catch you could technically see one song in a row from Roi and the Secret People, the Circus Hearts, and
Fair
then
enough.
Palmyra. And while you're there, Mike Lorenz is in the cinemas. He's a fantastic. I'm missing a few people. Heather Maloney is on it. There's like 3 or 4 bands that I wanted to add, but I try to limit myself to 5. Today I stretched it to 6 because I couldn't get it, any less than that. But there was a few that really broke my heart. It's a fantastic day at the festival.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, especially second weekend. You are.
Yep.
It's going to be hard to pick where you're going to go.
What's the era that wait, hold on. There was a band, like, this is like old. What's that? Who does Sweet Home Alabama?
That's Leonard Skinner.
This is Leonard Skinner very much.
I can hear that. It's like, them mixed with the Black Crowes.
Yeah, with the Black Crowes. I'm feeling
Black
a little more.
Crowes, yeah, it's that era. It's like 70s.
70s
I think it's
into the 80s,
fast
yeah.
for Leonard Skinner.
Yes.
What?
Especially nowadays.
Like, just bring it down one. Like,
Back to the BPMs.
Dun.
Yeah. But yeah, so Circus Hearts are great. And then, like I said, here's Palmyra. Huge fan of this band and haven't seen them play live, but their music is tremendous. They, out of Virginia, kind of bluegrass is probably the closest word you could use for them, but they are definitely their own thing. So here, check out the track Happy Pills by Palmyra.
Happy Pills.
Oh,
I love a banjo.
I love it. Oh, and then the stand-up.
Yeah.
I can't sit still. I think my happy pills are wearing on. I blame myself. Oh, I blame my doctor. Didn't care enough. I love the holidays. Oh, I love to work, but I need a few months off. I think you were on to something when you told me you don't think I'm man enough. We aren't dead yet, but we're not far from it, honey. You don't want to end up like every other kid that grew up with their head in the gutter. We aren't dead yet, but we're not far from it. I'll call your mama on your way home from work.
I kind of love a band that takes a song, like the songwriting rules and just throws them into the trash. And it's like, this is the song I'm writing. I don't care what you talk about with, verse, chorus, verse, bridge. You can take that and stick it.
Of every staff member.
Yeah.
I would
I'm
call
not dead
this.
yet, but I'm close.
I would call this West Philly Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can see their aesthetic, it's like West Philly.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
like West Philly.
Yeah, that's why I hesitated with
Queer,
bluegrass.
something like that.
Oh, totally, yeah.
It's a West Philly Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm feeling a little like younger Black Criminals and the Hookers in there too. Like,
yeah. But there's an urgency to their performance that I love to see in a musician, where it's like, I have to get this out because I might not make it to the end of the set, but I'm going to go out like a bat out of hell. Like, it's just, I love it. It's awesome.
I would love to know what the personality of that singer is.
Mhm.
They look like an interesting person.
Totally, right?
I
Yeah.
to have a chat with. Yeah.
And if you are just listening, they also do that bluegrass aesthetic of all being around one microphone.
I love it.
Yeah. And that's part of it too, but again,
Little
so
Avett
awesome.
Brothers.
Yeah. And that's another band who throws songwriting rules and regulations out the window, so that's another reason why that's probably coming there. But yeah, I think it's going to be a special set. I can't wait.
These guys are fun. What are they paying?
So they are 6 to 7 on America Platz. So this is what we're going to do.
So if I can be awake for them, then I'll hang out for you.
And then, you're right, so we'll probably
You
have
guys
to
will
clip
pick
the
it
end of this set to basically run like a banshee over to
Correct.
the Zinsenplatz stage. This is, again, so the other thing, in addition to cloning, we need to invent where you just kind of like snap your finger and blink to the next
So
stage.
I will say it is 20 minutes to walk from the Air Products America Platz over to Zinsenplatz, presented by Guardian.
I love it. I love it so much.
You're so good.
That's why she's the CEO.
But it's only 20 minutes, so like you can do
No,
it.
totally. No,
it
we
is
can
a
have
beer.
it,
You
yep.
fill up your beer, you walk across the
Yep.
bridge, you get down there, you fill up your beer again.
It's,
it is 20
the
minutes.
closest stages from the north to
It is,
south
totally.
transfer.
Yep.
There is also the Lanta buses.
Which are every 15 minutes,
Right.
and for members it's free, but otherwise it's like, it's every 15 minutes, and it takes you to every plot. So
Right,
it
right,
is
right.
also wheelchair accessible, so that was a
Mhm.
big deal for us to partner
Yeah.
with Lanta. They're air conditioned, and
Yep.
they are wheelchair accessible.
Absolutely. And one more, Atlassian. Atlassian was on our Exordium. That's the episode that we play the Tuesday before the festival. By the way, this is all our 5th year doing all of this stuff.
Get outta here.
5th year doing the Exordium, 5th year doing this, the daily live streams. Like at the end, so after today, tomorrow, and Sunday, I'll have 50 daily live streams. And those don't even count as like my episodes.
No,
so,
they
like,
don't.
They're just here. And so like there's 50 other hour-long, long form,
And by the way,
interviews.
the best listening room in the entire Lehigh Valley.
There you go with that too, yes. And
And
I
Godfrey
owe
Daniels.
a huge, debt of gratitude to Ramona and
Absolutely.
Godfrey Daniels and so on. But we get to use this space and enjoy the air conditioning and all that good stuff. But 50 episodes, so 5 years of doing all this. I couldn't believe it myself. I was just like, wow.
Spectacular.
Congratulations.
But yeah, so the Exordium is always the Tuesday before everything starts. Patrick Brogan comes on and we talk about must-see bands. Bobby Martrix comes on and he talks about weather and a couple other gaggle of guests. That's a huge fun, and it's become something I look forward to so much because it's where it all starts. It's like that first step.
It's when you first exhale.
Yeah, and so we always bring on two members of the lineup who are going to play acoustic to kind of like kick things off. Atlassian was one of the two, Bren was the other, and I'm always so honored when they agree to do that stuff, but it's such a special thing. So they played acoustic. They're going to be a full band, like a rock, I think they're going to have 5. It's a 4-piece rock band, but they added a fiddle player that adds such a nice layer to things. So this is the studio recording, doesn't have that layer, but this is their awesome track called Might As Well by Atlassian.
I've been wasting my time on you. You know what I said, so follow through. Pointing me in the wrong direction. Take a look in your own reflection. Tell me, what do you want to see? Something like you or more like me? Is it the image of a soul that's dying? Something you're searching for? Is it wrong to want the things that make me happy?
So I play their music, particularly this song, and people are like, well, wait, where have I heard this? I'm like, probably nowhere, but that's how good it is. It's like, it just sounds like something you should have heard before.
It's like for me, it's the Rainbow Kitten Surprise era,
Sure.
which I reluctantly got. I was like, it's a little too,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
right.
a little something for me, but I have.
Well, it has pop.
No, hold on. I fell in love accidentally with Rainbow Kitten Surprise, and this registered as that immediately. I was
Nice.
just like,
So you're going to fall in love with Atlassian.
I will fall in love with these
There you
guys.
go.
Yeah. They
And-
just have that kind of, it's like rock romantic.
Right. And so we established our first off the top by having our first ever sake during Musikfest. This is the first time the description of when they were performing rapped. It went all the way to the end and rapped to the next line. So we put the Moravian history and world heritage and Moravian church settlements on full display there. And they'll be performing on that stage on Main Street, 8:30 to 10:30. That's awesome. So Atlassian, tremendous music and great guys, and I would highly recommend checking them out. And that's the beauty part is now it's very close, so you don't need the 20-minute walk from south side to north side. You can stroll right up from Zinsenplatz to Main Street and catch after Koyal wraps at 8:30. They start at 8:30.
Yeah.
And they've got that nice 2-hour 8:30 to 10:30 slot, which sounds like a lot, but it goes like that when it's a band like that. And Main Street's been kind of crushing it this festival. You put a lot of great bands on Main Street.
Well, we didn't. The applications did. So what we're seeing is the quality of the submissions are really going up. And,
Totally.
And what we do is provide a canvas. It's just a blank canvas.
Mm-hmm.
It's just here are the stages. Submit what you do and bring it. And however we can make that something we can present to the broader community and the world that comes here, that's what we want to do. So last year we had 49 states and 10 countries who came here to see it as far as attendees go. We got Alaska this year.
I heard this.
So Alaska came. That was our holdout state. So
Yep.
so we have that. If we get the other 49, awesome. But truly it is, the staff and the volunteers are everything and putting on the stages and everyone who puts it on. But it's the artists.
Mm-hmm.
When the artists get up there and make the memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what holds year after year after year, and they come back and say, I discovered my newest favorite band. I discovered someone I'd never seen before.
It's next
That-
favorite band. If you want me to be a sponsor,
If-
Cassie, you got to get this right.
It'll be a much shorter stage time.
She can get the
very
station.
short name. But no,
Right,
it's truly, it's such a great name for the podcast because it really is. What I tell people is put down your phone and forget, except for the app powered by PNC. But forget everything else and walk around the stages truly and just see who's playing where. You're going to find someone and you're going to get an earworm and you're going to stay and then that's going to be on your Spotify.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. The only reason why I do the amount of research that I do, this was pre having a show about it, was I walked up to the Low Cut Connie stage at their closer. And like he's like, you know, he's in the audience. Willie was on the standing on the piano playing his guitar. There's all this other nonsense going on, and then he comes back up on stage and goes, "Thank you, good night." And I'm like,
right?
I was like, no, go back 90 minutes and pick that. So after that year, I was like, I am not.
It's awesome.
Not doing my homework. I'm going to make sure I know every time because I would have known to go to that stage. And so then from that point on, it became something that I do, and now I turned a whole stupid.
But you're another
show
example
out
of that. It is the festival, like what we do year round, is about helping to build creatives in this community.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
who
yeah.
come in and visit either for a minute or who
Yeah.
live here. So whatever we do, take your creative energy and do something with it. Do a podcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do the research.
That's the other part.
Do whatever.
You all have been nothing but massively supportive. You've come on this every year for 5 years. Like, you're the CEO of this organization in the middle of the busiest 10 days, and you agree to set aside, you know, this time to come on this show. Even when I was literally nobody, you said, yeah, sure, I'll pop on. I'm still nobody, but like back then I was really nothing.
No one wants to see me set up a tent. Like, people will die if I set up a tent. So my work is done there. But it is true that like our obligation is to the creatives around this festival with what they do with it, whether it's restaurants, hotels, artists, podcasters, what they're doing to embrace this and get involved with it magnifies it. We're a nonprofit. I can't advertise in New York City.
Right.
We can't advertise in Philly. We can't advertise. We
That's
can't have
true,
a Sirius XM channel like Lollapalooza has.
Yeah, right.
So we've got to do this grassroots. And we're going to get there. We're just beginning in 43 years. We are just beginning.
No, that's
At some
very cool.
point, people are going to see that free is actually sexy. And free is where you can see the best entertainment possible.
Yeah, and if I could just share just one other thing, like the festival finding more and more ways to make it more and more accessible to people who have needs. It started out as, I'll call it the easy ones, where it was like, let's put a sign language interpreter on stage during certain shows. Let's make it easier for a wheelchair to get in through those areas that could be muddy or what have you. But then you got to other more difficult accessibility, and I say difficult only because it's not the ones that are extremely obvious right away.
Right.
We now have a sober space.
Correct.
We have the inclusion zones where in case you need sensory, diminished. There's those types of things going on, and you're open to literally anything else. Like there's that suggestion box is truly open, where it's like if there's a way that the festival could be better, you are all open ears.
We get
and arms
about
for it.
230 suggestions every year, and we go through every one of them.
Sure.
So if it's an attendee or a volunteer or staff who submits it and says, "Here's what you do," and that's how we got sober plots. We had a county council person who was in recovery who said, "Why don't you do this? If your mission is to increase access for the all, increase access to the arts for all." We said, "We're missing that group. You're right.
Yeah.
So help us set that up."
Yep.
And, now
And Sync
there's a
Recovery
place.
was on yesterday, and they said they had people come up saying, "I've never come down to the fest because I couldn't." And now that this was here, I felt it was accessible to me. And so, like, there's stuff like that where it's just awesome. So I just
and
always
Service Electric, really. So Service Electric has been a partner for all 43 years of the festival. And where I live now, I've lived there for 27 years, and all my neighbors used to come down here, Marines and Navy and all kinds of folks. They're now retired. They cannot walk the festival.
Sure, right.
But what Service Electric does is broadcast.
Yeah.
So they're still there.
Yep.
That's a big deal, and we saw that really ramp up during COVID. That year we could not have Musikfest in person. It was
Virtual Musikfest.
The number of people that tuned in, including the guy from South Korea who tuned in all 10 days, that was amazing. But like, so that no matter where you are or who you are, you can tune in and see all these bands. Is pretty amazing.
That is very amazing, yeah. So let's pivot to other things. So Musikfest is obviously this 10-day festival that makes all that impact, but ArtsQuest is a year-round thing. Quickly rip through some of the other stuff that goes on and some of the stuff that's brewing, almost like we're getting to the precipice.
So our high festival season is May to December 31st, so we have 10 festivals that run in that time, but we're in a capital campaign right now. So we're building a new creative factory powered by PPL, which is right down the street, used to be the Banana Factory.
Yep.
That is a visual arts and comedy area.
Right.
We're going to have a makerspace, the Martin Guitar
I was hoping the
Studio.
Banana Factory was going to stick around for the comedy part. It was.
Yeah. I got to raise money, Phil.
Gotcha.
I can't do
listen,
that.
I
got to get rid of bananas.
Yes.
I can't.
No, it's better as the Creative Factory. But thank goodness we didn't lose the entendre. We got the Turn and Grind to replace the Banana Factory.
Well, it was a Turn and Grind. So in addition to the Creative Factory, powered by PPL, that's going to be 36 Artist Studios, Air Products Makerspace, Martin Guitar Recording Studio, the Bergstein Comedy Theater, 36 Artist Studios, again subsidized. Great space in there. And then behind the Visitor Center at Steel Stacks, there's the LVHN, part of Jefferson Health, Turn and Grind. That is a 160-year-old steel building that we're renovating. And that literally used to turn and grind steel.
Right.
And it was mostly used for the floors of battleships in World War I and World War II.
Right.
So to be able to renovate that into multi-use space, traveling exhibits, private events, expansion of Musikfest. It's going to be the best beer garden of Oktoberfest, and then Chris Kindelmart. We've got 220 days of programs that we're going in there. We've raised about $44 million of the $50 million so far. But when that's all done, if you look at Steel Stacks, the Turn and Grind, and the Creative Factory, we will have financed and raised through all the community support almost $80 million in public space in a small side of Bethlehem, which is a total population of 30,000 people.
Wow.
Sure.
That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And in the midst of what could have been a Superfund site when Bethlehem Steel went under. Like, you're rising out of the ashes of something that could have been...
And surprisingly, now you
horrific.
can thank for that the last CEO of Bethlehem Steel, which was Hank Barnett, who helped to pass Act 2 in Harrisburg, which allowed any development here. If you don't put a lot of shovels in the ground and move things.
What year was that? What year was that?
Bethlehem Steel went out of business. The plant stopped in '95. The corporation declared bankruptcy 2001 or 2003. But literally, the city knew in 1983 that there was a second massive layoff of Bethlehem Steel. That was the year before Musikfest started, and why it was started.
Right. Yeah.
Because nobody was coming around here. It was a one-company town. So a CEO of that level could have walked away and said, thanks. But he went and passed legislation to make this possible. Banco Beverage, which is our major beer distributor here, passed what's called the Special Occasion Permit in Bethlehem, where a nonprofit can allow for open alcohol in streets for 10 days because of Musikfest.
Right.
So those leaders that stood up at that time when the city was dying and said, we're going to look at the arts as a way to revitalize this. Kind of a weird thing in '83.
Totally.
Right?
And that's honestly, even to just go back to the small little thing, that's why we can walk with our mug with beer in it from south side to north side.
I say no one ever underestimate how much people want to walk in the middle of a street with a beer. They will pay anything for that.
Totally.
Like, I am in the middle of the street drinking a beer, looking at these. I've never seen the buildings this way.
Right.
But it is a big deal. And now
It is.
any nonprofit in Pennsylvania can get that special occasion permit. That's not just us. It's any nonprofit.
Yeah. No, that's
so
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. And the other, I've always encouraged this, become a supporting member of ArtsQuest. That you get massive perks at it, like even at the low levels of
We get indoor bathrooms, which is big at a festival.
You get that, but even the parking pass is
Correct.
so massive. Like, it's so worth it just for that. But then you get access to Chris Kindelmart and these other things the rest of the year around. So, like, I just think that there's such a value and a benefit. And you're also supporting these other things that are happening. Also become a supporting member of Godfrey Daniels while you're at it. But, like, the point is, like, to support the arts in these ways is, like, what I share to people, and I've said it on the show plenty of times, is if you come down to Musikfest, whether it's one day or 10, like a knucklehead like me, decide what that's worth to you. Like, what level of ticket price would you have paid for that experience, and then donate that number. And if you have more means, become a member at a certain level, and then you get other perks with it too. But in essence, just view it as you're paying for your Musikfest ticket.
So we have this band who's coming in from California. They've been to Chicago. They are going to finish up in Boston. They're here. They're going to be in Philadelphia. They're here. You're seeing them for free.
Correct.
They're paid because they should be.
Yeah, every artist is paid. All
the arts
500
is a
performances
viable
are paid.
Career. So they're all paid. But you should, if you get involved as a member. We have 3,000 members, a corporate sponsor, 300, whatever it is. But if you watch the festival landscape across the country this year in particular, with what is happening, they're closing, they're shrinking, it's not a given. So this needs to be continued because, as Churchill said, if we aren't fighting for the arts, what are we fighting for? So we've got to keep this going, and I think Musikfest represents the best of us as collective humanity, whether it's the artists and their talent, or the attendees who come in here, or the partners that support it, or the law enforcement in the city who welcomes the city. We have no bag check. You're just wandering around. We have 60 small businesses who are the food vendors. That's a big deal. So
Yep.
we collectively have made this happen for 43 years. I think we can do that for another 43, but it is not a given.
No,
It's not a
you
given.
can't take it for granted. You take your eye off that, and it can go sideways quick. But thank you for all that you do, all that you lead this team to do. Also, just in the community, like you're very humble. You never bring this stuff up, but you won another award recently, and I know you never want me to bring this stuff
My
up.
title won an award. I did not.
Well, just Google Kassie Hilgert, and you'll see all of these wonderful things she gets acknowledged for, because you do great.
By the way, Cassie Ashton is opening for Parker McCollum last night.
She's changing
tonight,
it.
so I'm really excited.
All right, fine, Kassie, I won't do it. But thank you for that, and thank you for being on the show today, like you have in the past, and super appreciate that. And thank you, Alicia, for being on as well.
It's no problem. It was easy.
I told
thank
you it
you
was
for
gonna
doing
be.
this.
Oh
This is
no,
awesome.
my pleasure. It's my honor to do all of this. Let's shine a light on so a little more music. So we're gonna now bring on Koyal. Thank you both for being here.
I want to hear this live. It's going to be fun. Do you turn them off or just put them down?
Yeah, you just put them down. And then we'll need one more chair if you want to just kind of come up here. Yep, perfect. Grab that. I'll keep sliding over a little bit here.
Oh, yeah, right here. Let's see if we can. All right. You need this one?
You won't need headphones.
Okay.
No, it's just when we're playing the videos, it makes it easier. But welcome to the show, Pooja, Wallace, Noah, Koyal.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no, and it's been so cool. Like this is happening in reverse. You've been on the show.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Then we actually met to go take in some music in LA, where
Yeah.
you were
And
like,
then
"Yeah,
we
I'll come
hung
down for
out.
some music," because I was out there for work, and I was like, "Oh, this is a really great band." I was like, "Let me reach out to Koyal," because that's normal, but you're also normal about it. You were just like, "Yeah, that sounds cool."
Yeah, Philip took us out to a show and it was so much fun.
Yeah. It was Windsor. It was
Windsor,
yeah.
He crushed it.
I still got Paris in my like songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a banger.
It's a total
It's
banger.
great live.
And then now I'm going to see you play live. Normally I think it would run in the opposite order, but I was thrilled to have it. And just when I saw you, you gave me a little inkling that you were going to be on the lineup. But when I saw the lineup, I was just so excited that you were on there, because not only for me to be able to see it, but the whole community here to be able to check out your music and continue to shine a light on this awesome stuff. But you've been on quite the run here. Like, so you've been driving from LA, or did you fly to a different city first?
We had two different legs. So
Okay.
first we did Denver and a few shows in Chicago,
Oh, fun,
including
yeah.
Winnetka Music Festival. So
Right.
for that we drove. And then our second leg we decided to fly because
Got it.
driving, 30 hours
Right.
plus and back was a lot. So
Yeah, because
we-
you did Mile of Music, which is a very similar festival to what we have on. It's different in some ways, but in a lot of ways it's kind of trying to do the same kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And that was so
Definitely,
cool for you to
yeah.
be able to be on both of these.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's very it's a very people focused festival like this clearly is. So
Yeah.
we were so thrilled to be on.
Yeah. And then you've made your way here, and then Philly and Boston, and a couple more shows before it all wraps. But how's the run been going? It seems like you've had a really
awesome.
hot
it's
summer.
been a blast. We've
Hot
had so
Koyal
much
summer.
fun.
Yeah, literally, it's a hot, cool summer.
Yeah, we've been like writing all of this new music the past 6 months, year. We've been setting up this music studio.
Yeah.
And so to be on the road and like play all these songs we've been hearing back in our speakers for so long and share them with people,
Yeah.
watch people in real time learn the melodies
Yeah.
and have them sing it back at us is really extraordinary.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah, I can only imagine like just what that must feel like when people are singing along
Oh my gosh.
and just
Yeah.
bebopping as well. And you're from Philly originally, so
Yeah.
like you have family in the area. That must add an extra layer of electric to
Oh
this
my
as
gosh,
well.
absolutely. We're staying in my childhood bedroom right now. It's really a trip. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I can imagine it'd be like, this is the kind of the dream I had.
right. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. Last night we were running a rehearsal in Noah's basement, and it just felt like being a kid again. you
Right.
know?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I asked my parents, what would you have done if I was in a band in high school? Because they were like, yeah, we're going to go walk while you are playing the drums really
Sure,
loud.
right.
My mom was like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, that's so true. And there's other stories I've heard where it's just like they were like two brothers, both drummers. I'm like, what
my
did
gosh.
Your mom must have like just put earplugs in for that. But yeah, no, the music is great. So happy for this kind of like super run of success. And do you have anything anything planned for tonight? Like what can people expect coming down to the Koyal show?
Oh, it's a bunch of new music.
Yeah.
A bunch of really great songs we're excited about.
Yeah.
The songs are coming out in the fall. but we're super excited to share the
There you
music with
go.
you today.
You're going to be able to come down and hear music that you can't even access yet, and then you're going to get pumped for when the releases come out. That's awesome. And you're going to still play some of the other,
Of course.
all the
Yeah,
hits.
we
if
have
you
to
will.
do Gasoline.
Yes. And then just about a little bit of the history. People can go check out the full episode for all of this, but I just think it's super interesting that like the three of you were actually in college together, studying to be engineers.
Yeah.
So we were laughing before because we were just like trying to figure things out. But like the engineering of things, I feel like is somewhat in your music because it's like it's this very like intricately thought through like melodies and the drumming and so on and so forth. It's like you can tell that they are engineered. Like there's a strategy to them. If
Thank
you
you.
will. Yeah.
We're very particular about crafting the right tones and the right sounds. We love tinkering in the studio for hours. If you were listening in, you'd think we were crazy, but we're like twisting knobs and trying to find the right sound.
Not quite there
Yeah.
yet.
You would know we were crazy.
Yeah.
You would,
Yeah, it would be more
Yeah.
verified.
It'd be certain, yeah.
Yeah, and you were mentioning non-traditional song structure as well.
Yeah, right.
We don't really like doing the verse, chorus.
Totally.
We love mixing it up.
Yeah.
It's a challenge. It's a really fun challenge.
Totally, yeah. No, it's so like refreshing to be like, okay, this isn't just formulaic. It's we're gonna stretch these boundaries, and that's even like sometimes people think of engineering as being this like math science, but no, it's like creative math science. So it's like that's also obviously why that would be the way you would approach it. And then there's this other really funny story about, it's not funny at the time, but it's kind of really interesting. Is during COVID, you went to India and then got stuck there in a hotel. It's like really interesting stories. So like you got to go check out the Koyal episode.
Why don't you tell them about the story of the song we'll be performing tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. So, like you said, I went to Rishikesh during COVID. The day I landed in Rishikesh, the world shut down. And Rishikesh is this beautiful little town in the foothills of the Himalayas. The river Ganges flows through it. It actually starts in the Himalayas, so it's like crystal clear and blue. And the Beatles used to go there for their yearly like transcendental meditation retreats. It's what made it famous to the West, but it's always been important to India. And anyway, I wake up, I go downstairs, and the hotel tells me that I have to leave. And I was like, go where? I don't even speak Hindi. My family's from South India, so we speak different languages. And I was like, wow, I can't communicate. I don't have food. I don't have lodging. What am I gonna do? So I go down to the river, and I find a bush, and I like drag it over. I find a little cave situation. I set it up, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can figure out how to fish. Like, I didn't grow up camping, but I was like, I can maybe figure this out. So then I make my way back to the hotel, and thank God they felt bad for me. And they were like, you can stay here, but in secret. So they were only gonna have power on for 1 hour a day. And I had like very poor Wi-Fi. I couldn't do video calls, but that was only for 1 hour a day. And I spent the rest of the month just like, well, I used to sneak out of the hotel in the mornings. I wasn't supposed to do that. So I spent the rest of the month sneaking out every morning around like 4 a.m., going down to the river, writing music, making it back before the police who were running rounds to like make sure quarantine was being observed, making it back before the police made it back, and making it back before the hotel staff woke up. So that was my daily routine, and I really loved it. I wrote so much music, I read so many books, and then the U.S. Embassy rescued me after a month.
So we're actually performing a song that is about this experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was written by this really wonderful Indian composer, Satish. I won't attempt to say his last name.
Satish Chakravarti.
He's a really dear friend of ours.
He's an Indian film composer. He works with A.R. Rahman. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's an incredible composer. And he wrote us a song in Tamil. It's our first song ever. We write all of our music except for this one that he wrote it in Tamil. And it feels so special to be able to communicate what that felt like in a language that I speak. And the meaning of the song is wondering, where does music come from? Is it within us as humanity, or is it something from the birds, or is it something that's a divine language, a universal language that connects all of us? And we're really excited to play it for you guys today. And
I just love that you dropped all that deep philosophy of like, and we're really
it's
But it's very true. It's something that I think about a lot, where it's
Thank
just
you.
like kind of like, where does that stuff come from?
The most important part that I missed is that our band is called Koyal, and we're named after an Indian songbird. And when I was stuck in India for a month, I used to listen to the Koyals sing every day.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Nothing better than that. That's wonderful. That's what I loved about the story and the music, and wanted to bring that all on. And then so thankful for you all to coming on today. You said you could perform something?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do a stripped down version of 2 songs for you.
Wonderful. Well, play one. I'll come back on, and then we'll have you play us out with the other one.
Perfect.
Okay. Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, Koyal.
Cool. Should we scoot over some? Center of the camera.
Sure.
Also adjust this angle maybe? Okay if I adjust the angle of the computer? Or, okay.
How do you want it?
This is good.
Cool? Like that?
Perfect.
So sometimes life throws you bummers, big or small, and it's in our power to let them either ruin our day, or you can just laugh at it and move on. So here's a song about bummers and friendship. Sunsets at 5:15, some of my friends are sad. Woke up from the American dream, but I'm still sleeping. Closest bus stop is miles away. I didn't drink water yesterday. My succulent died last week, and that sucks. But if I had to do it without you, I wouldn't know what the hell I'd do. But if I had to do it without you, I wouldn't know what the hell I'd do. Without you here, I never know winter, spring, fall, and summer. Without you, life would be a bummer.
Wonderful. I'll just sneak in real quick.
Yeah.
Anything we can help promote, like from what's coming up in the fall? Obviously, you mentioned some brand new music. There's still some coming like tour dates here, but anything else we can kind of promote or drop?
Honestly, the best thing is just to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's 2026, and we'll be giving out everything about what's
Sure.
coming next there. So.
Instagram follow,
Yeah,
and kind of just check out the music. One thing we always say, buy merch from the artist. Don't do just the streaming. The stat I heard, 5,000 streams would equal like one vinyl or one, or one T-shirt.
Maybe
it's probably even more than
maybe
that.
more streams, yeah.
Because you have to do 1,000 before it even starts the count. So anyway, don't think you're really helping the artists with that. You definitely got to engage with them directly. But you
also,
can,
if you're based in Philadelphia, we're playing at Milk Boy on Tuesday, August 11th. So we're really excited about playing that venue.
And Boston after that, right?
And Boston after that. We're doing a really wonderful show in Boston.
So you can check out the website. You can, like you said, follow on Instagram and play us out now with one more track here from Koyal, and we'll see you down at the Platzes.
So we moved to Los Angeles 2 years ago, and we didn't know anybody there. So it took us a while to find community and to find friends. And now we feel lucky that we're properly settled in. But we still really miss the rain. On the East Coast, things were always so green and lush and so wonderful. So here's a song about missing the rain. I've been working on not running late. The clock and I ain't friends. Getting by takes the most of my days. Gotta take my car back in again. There's no thunder in LA, and I've been trying to stay sane. Haven't seen my mom in 300 days. There's empty smiles all around me, and nobody knows my name. Wish I could watch the rain fall. Hope someday that you'll call. Wish I could watch the rain fall. see right through me. But I've got a tight-knit circle I found. It's a lovely spinning merry-go-round. You can take the lead. The best parts happen off screen, and I've got almost everything. Wish I could watch the rain fall. Hope someday that you'll call. Wish I could watch the rain fall. Hope someday that you'll call. How far is too far to chase a dream? How long is too long to chase a dream? How far is too far to chase a dream? How long is too long to chase a dream? Can we get all of you singing with us? How far is too far to chase a dream? How long is too long to chase a dream? Oh, thank you guys.
And just to clarify, she meant they want to watch the rain starting Monday. So,
Yes, so true.
just wanted to add that.
But
Or
it's covered. It's covered. It's a venue. It's a covered venue. So
yeah, that's true. As long as it doesn't thunder, we're all good. We can stay dry.